And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off with tomorrow's fire weather forecast, fire danger forecast for spruce, still with the cool, wet conditions across the state. Nothing but blue showing up here. And again, forecast for tomorrow. So the fire season really had its back broken from what it was earlier on. But it'd probably make a kind of a comeback here in early August as it warms up and dries out considerably over the interior area, especially up here in the north and eventually the northeast. Satellite imagery here showing low pressure tracking from west to east and actually starting to take a little bit of a turn to the southeast here with the low center coming across the Alaska Range here in the last picture frame there at 4 p.m. here Monday afternoon. And a band of clouds here with pretty good areas of rain. In fact, most of Alaska here, most of the mainland Alaska, south of the Brooks Range and eastward had good amounts of rain today. Not so much precipitation on the north slope to the Arctic coast, not so much over the upper Tanana Valley 40-mile country. Actually, from areas south of Eagle down to North Wyandotte, Delta Junction, didn't see much at all. And not too much precipitation over the Panhandle. Out to the west, this all high pressure out here, so once this thing kicks out, then this high can come on into the interior, and then farther out you can see the cloud shield with actually a trough that will be coming across the Bering Sea tonight and tomorrow and bring a chance of rain into the Pribilofs late tomorrow. And rolling this through again, you can see slowly moving low pressure area here. Also some clouds with another system up over the Russian Far East that'll be coming across the Bering Strait and the Chukchi Sea. On the chart today, though, this is a stronger low here, more dominant low here over the southwest interior. Not so dominant up here, but still some pretty good rainfall amounts, moderate to heavy rain falling at times late this afternoon, say at Indian Mountain. This one weaker over here, but bringing light amounts of rain up into the northeast interior, mostly along and south of the Brooks Range. Arctic coast basically dry. High pressure in the Aleutians, dry, light winds out there up into the Bering Sea here. But winds coming around this low center with a tighter gradient there, gusting anywhere from 25 to as high as 50 miles an hour along the southwest coast into the interior, as well as the Alaska Peninsula and Bristol Bay. South winds kicked up to 45 miles an hour in gusts at Kenai and about 37 or 8 miles an hour at Anchorage International Airport. Otherwise, rain will start to push into the southeast coast tonight as that front approaches the area. So look for areas of light rain with it. It'll be weakening, so not much in the way of any wind conditions with it. And as you can see, this low center tracks off to the southeast near southern Prince William Sound there as the trough or the low up here weakens into a trough. There'll be a band of showers here wrapping around that center, so staying unsettled and damp over the interior, but starting to dry out here along the west coast. Winds still pretty gusty here across the Alaska Peninsula into the southwest coastal areas with less winds. Maybe some showers finding their way back into Kodiak Island as this system tracks eastward there. And out to the west, a trough here brings some moisture over the top of that ridge and begins to slide it in towards St. Paul and St. George. Late tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, as this high starts to slide eastward and starts to ridge up into the southwest interior, that's going to dry it out here with some partly sunny skies tomorrow afternoon from the western Brooks Range all the way down into northwestern Bristol Bay, Togiak, Dillingham. Still a risk of a shower over toward Igigik and King Salmon, and scattered showers with possible sun breaks here over the central interior areas, but mostly cloudy with showers on the east side, especially in the Copper River Basin. The slowly moving eastward, periods of rain. North Gulf Coast, showers for the Panhandle, continued southwest flow, wet weather pattern there. And that continues into Wednesday, although this low weekend, so probably most of the shower activity will be over the northern southeast coast and less activity down to the south. Showers persist here over the eastern interior of the state, keeping the temperatures lower, but sunshine may result in some lower 70s over the Susitna Valley in the afternoon on Wednesday. And dry conditions, sunshine, Kodiak Island, Bristol Bay. High pressure ridging into the interior keeps it, results in dry conditions with increasing sunshine. This system tracks eastward here, brings rain into the Western Brooks Range, North Slope, and to the Arctic coast there with dry conditions off toward Dead Horse and Kaktovik with possible afternoon sunshine. And then this system spreading rain into the Aleutians with an increase in the winds there associated with it. And for the lows tonight, in the mid to upper 30s here for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, otherwise everywhere else in the 40s, except for the Panhandle, lower to mid 50s there for the lows. Highs tomorrow, lower 60s for the southeast coast and 60 to 65 or so, 66, 67 maybe, south central Alaska, back into the 60s for Bristol Bay. And cool 50s there for the central and eastern interior. Bettles might reach 60 tomorrow, but 40s for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast. And then lows the following morning, 30s again for much of the Brooks Range, North Slope, and Arctic coast. Mid-40s now down to St. Lawrence Island and the Aleutians, with lows mostly in the 40s here over the interior areas, and lower to mid-50s for the Panhandle. Highs 65 to 70 for Bristol Bay on Wednesday, and again more sunshine, 65 to 73 for the Susitna Valley. On down to the Kenai Peninsula, maybe 65 to 70 over the inland areas there. Same thing for the Copper River Basin. Lower to mid-60s up in the central interior, starting to warm up a little bit as that system comes in from the west here, southwest winds. A little downsloping off the Brooks Range there, so the east central north slope may push up towards 70 degrees possibly. And for the Panhandle, though, temperatures staying mostly in the 50s.